Come on here. Come get some.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The open man here, run throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 7, Carr. Complete to Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest.
It got his man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go! 5! 51! 22-jet bomber! 22-jet bomber! Watch the boot! Check! Crash down! Look at me! Zip up! Get it!
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Buying time to his left. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Maurice Hurst with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Rock it. Check 99. Look at me. Sure. Check 24. Check Bang, bang. Deep grip. Deep grip.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't. The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. Line.
White 80. Show that bench release and go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. No spacing.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Knicker. Check it backer.
First carry for James Conner. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Black 30. Monday. Greystone, travel.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now it's Conner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Hey, alert!
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man here is Gentry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run here with Conner. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's third down and goal from the 8-yard line.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
at their own 24-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. The tackle there by Mark Barron. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Throwing Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They start the drive with Connor. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
White 80. Watch the run, watch the run. Jack 16. Hey. He's mine. Black, what's that?
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
44. Hey, high 7. Line 49. I'm coming for you, mine. No spacing.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4.
Exit. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch the pass. These 2. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. I got one.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Black 11!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, 56 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. That's going to set him back. Back 5 yards. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On third down, Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got him in, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 79 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Chargers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. To throw, Rivers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Check.
To throw again. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Rivers now. This one complete to Patton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it will come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Wait, 89.
First down, Rivers. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll throw again. Rivers. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the catch made, it's Patton. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Red!
Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Ty Long now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You got 3.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got a first down past the 30. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And all the way up to the 46. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
77. Little spacing. Guys, Mike, 49. Black and turn!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. There's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Being chased out left. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 47-yard line.
Watch twits. General West.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Set. Black 5. Snicker. Snicker. Check curls. Check curls. Check curls. Black.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
Secondary 90, black 15. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. What?
Here's Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Wait, 89!
4th down, Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24, Quarter.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You must be. Hey, Haywood. 31's the mic. Down to lose 1. 31's the mic. Quit talking. No spacing. 50. 31's the mic. Record.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.